As I look out at all of you here today at our 12th family conference, it brings back memory for me of my first one in 2000. My daughter Kimberly was 14 years old. We had been searching for answers and help since she was diagnosed at age 3 in 1989. They told me there was nothing to be done, that she would die. I couldn't accept that, so my search for answers began. After meeting Dr. Susan Hayflick at OHSU, I decided to start a nonprofit to raise funds for research and to create a community that I and others so desperately needed. That first conference was held in Washington, D.C., at the same time as the first scientific workshop. I fought for 2 years to get funding for that workshop. We had 18 families there. Some who are here today were at that conference, held in a room about the size of the children's care room over there. It was Dr. Hayflick, me, Donna Helton, Mike Cohen, my cousin Marianne Roser, and my sister Diane Murdoch that were there in 2000 and are now here in this room in 2023. I remember vividly walking into a room where all the researchers were having dinner and discussing the next steps for NBIA research. I hope that alarm stops going off and that chemical fire gets off, if you haven't heard. Our picnic might be in jeopardy. Anyway, I said to myself, if I don't accomplish anything else in my life, at least I can say, I made this happen. I brought these researchers and families together to help all of those with NBIA. That has been my goal these past 27 years. I'm proud to say, with the help of many, many others, we have made great progress. We have held 12 family conferences, participated and helped organize 8 scientific symposia, and funded the research that led to the finding of many of the NBIA genes. We kept the Hayflick lab open in 2009 when she lost funding with $250,000 until she was able to get going again. We were partners in a large European grant for $7.8 million called TIRCOM. That project included us and 9 research institutions, a small biotech and a pharmaceutical company, and our sister organization, Hoffensbaum e.V. in Germany. Angelica Clucken and I have worked closely together since she came to our family conference in 2002. She left inspired, and she went home and started Hoffensbaum e.V. She has been my little support group, leader to leader. It's a little bit different than just being a family, and I was really grateful to have her. We invited others to work with us and created the NBIA Alliance, comprised of 10 NBIA organizations in 10 countries, all working together toward common goals. But for me personally, what makes me happiest is seeing newly diagnosed families find help so quickly. They have a community that welcomes them with open arms. When I get a Connect With Us form from a new family, it goes to the top of my to-do list. I always strive to respond within 72 hours and sooner if I can. I felt so alone and lost for so many years with nowhere to turn, and no one could help me. I don't ever want anyone else to feel that way. This conference, we have multiple families that were diagnosed just in the last few months, and some just in the last month. Several have come up to me at the conference and shared how much it has helped them to be here. That makes me so happy for them and so grateful I could play a part in their journey. Helping others has helped me find the community I needed. I'm so grateful to all of you for being a part of it. The memorial tribute we have every conference is also special to me. Those NBIA loved ones are part of our community, and many came to our conferences. I saw so many on the pictures that Jennifer created and remembered and brought back memories. While it is sad they are no longer with us, I think it is important to remember that they were special in the joy and love they brought to their family and friends and others during their lives, just as my daughter has been a blessing and brought me the deepest joy I have ever known. At our tribute, we are remembering them and their families with love. Being president of NBIA Disorders Association has been the greatest honor. I'm grateful for the support I have received from all of you. I've tried my best to lead with integrity and caring. You all live in my heart. Angelica stepped down as chair of Hoffensbaum a few years ago, but still helps with their research grant program and advises the new leadership at that organization to help them successfully transition. And today, I'm here to tell you that it is my turn to do the same thing. This is not a sudden decision. Our board has discussed transition succession at our strategic planning for the past 2 years. Now it's time to move to the next phase. That involves me stepping down as president at the end of our fiscal year on September 30th. I'm going to stay on to handle the grant research program and be the NBIA liaison. I also will be a mentor for our new leadership. I've been doing this for the past year, and I have every confidence that this organization will make a successful transition and be stronger for it. I can't imagine a time when I won't be involved with the NBIA Disorders Association in some way. Our next president has demonstrated leadership since she joined the board in 2019. She took on being chair of the development committee, vice president of the organization, and one of our conference co-chairs this year, who both did an amazing job. If you haven't guessed yet, our new leader is Amber Denton. I'd like to invite her now to come up and share her thoughts about next steps and goals for the future. Please welcome our next president, Amber Denton.
I haven't cried all weekend. I know, it's shocking for me too. I had a plan for my life. I was going to graduate from college, I was going to become a teacher, get married, have exactly 2 children, watch my children grow up doing the things that they love, send them to college, retire from teaching, travel the world with my husband. Sounds beautiful, right? Well, do you know what wasn't part of my plan? BPAN. Doctors, specialists, therapists, IEPs, Sydney Song, NBIA Disorders Association, fundraisers, awareness, development committees, board of trustees. None of these things had any place in my dream. But now, I can't imagine my life without them. I wouldn't have learned the insurmountable determination and sheer willingness to do whatever it takes to give your child a fighting chance for a beautiful life. I would not have learned how to become a voice for those without words. I wouldn't have learned how to show the world beauty in small triumphs. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to volunteer alongside countless people such as yourselves, doing the exact same thing for their loved ones. I would have no reason to know about NBIA Disorders Association. Last year, once again, I had a plan. I was halfway to retirement. I've hit every single goal that I set for myself in my career in education. This was exactly where I was meant to be, so I thought. As an NBIA community, we are so fortunate to have been under Patricia Wood's leadership over the last 27 years. We wouldn't be sitting here together today without her determination. So I ask now, where do we go from here? What does the future hold? I'll let you in on what I see. The future of NBIA Disorders Association holds hope in moments of despair, shining like a beacon in the darkness. It makes impossible dreams into reality. Our foundation has been set, and we're ready to build. We're ready to expand, and we're ready to take on what often seemed unreachable. Reflecting on my life, I now realize that all along, I was preparing for something so much bigger. Each step that I have taken has prepared me for this exact moment. I'm ready. I'm ready to fully dedicate myself to the fight. The fight for my daughter, Sydney, the fight for your children, the fight for BPAN, the fight for all NBIA disorders, the fight for awareness, the fight for treatments, and most of all, the fight for a cure. It is my great honor to include the future president of NBIA Disorders Association into my plan. This is my new plan. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I would like to now welcome Dr. Hayflick up for the NBIA research overview.